Hello and welcome to Jane J channel. Today I'm going to talk about depression because depression is one of the problems that is affecting a lot of people today. But today I want to explain it in a very simple way without using a lot of very big words as used in psychology. So I want to use this simple illustration. Depression, like we know it, like when you sink a part of the earth, you can say maybe you have had a depression. So we can say depression is a situation whereby your emotions sink to the lowest, maybe because of the situations or things that have happened, and the way you appraise them makes you have emotions that bring you down, emotions of mostly sadness, and they go to such an extent that they bring you down to a situation whereby you feel like you're alone in the whole world. You can imagine somebody who is in depression feels basically you are in a world of your own, alone. Maybe you may not feel understood. You lose connection with the rest of the people and everything around you. In such a situation, you may not even enjoy anything, you may not see anything good. But I hope you realize that all this is a state of the mind. But I'm not ignorant of the fact that many things might have happened to bring someone to that state. But in spite of that, how do they appraise the situation? What do they tell themselves? Whatever they tell themselves aggravates the situation. It doesn't help them to get out of the situation, to deal with the emotions. Yeah? So when somebody is depressed, yeah, this is not something that happens maybe in a single event. It's something that takes time to, slowly get someone to a place where they feel they have tried everything, they feel hopeless, and they feel helpless. But supposing this person is able to look around and still see what is it that they can do. A person in such a situation, as you look at that illustration, do you think they can get out of that situation? Okay? Maybe to help us understand and to really think of how a person can get out of that situation. I want to use the example of one man in the Bible called Joseph. Joseph found himself in a pit. He had been thrown by his brothers. Why? Out of jealousy. Yeah? And they compared themselves with him and they felt their father loved him more. Maybe you also feel maybe your spouse loves your children more than you, or your spouse listens to their mother more than you, or whatever the situation it is that has made you to be in that place. Maybe it's because a situation like that of Joseph and the brothers. And that was not enough. Joseph finds himself in a similar station in a place called Egypt. He's in jail. But when you look at these two situations, how did Joseph get out of it? Joseph got out of this situation supernaturally. Supernaturally. The first one, God provided an alternative. Slave traders passed by, and then the brothers decided, oh, let's look for an alternative. There was one brother who cared at least, and he offered an alternative. I must say that was God's intervention. He touched one of the brothers and he provided an alternative. And he sold. Gets into Egypt. After many years, he finds himself in jail. But still, God got him out of that by using his gift of dreaming and interpreting dreams. I hope you can see a bit of hope. Let's go back to this situation where Joseph is in the pit. Supposing it was you, while in the pit, you can still see light up. You can still be able to look around and see maybe there are stones you can use, and maybe you can use them to dig steps. You can still look up. When you look up, there's God. I want to tell you today that there's a God in heaven who can provide an alternative. There's a God in heaven who can use the same people who put you into a pit or the same situation that put you there to provide an alternative. Like he didn't die, and you don't have to die with depression. You can look up and use your own skills to look around and see what you can use. But remember to look up. God can save you, can get you out of a situation supernaturally. When Joseph is in jail, God uses his gifts of interpreting, dreaming and interpreting dreams to get him out of jail. And at the end of it, he becomes a great man. So are you a Joseph today? From one situation to the other. When you think you have gotten out of a situation, you get into another. Joseph gets out of the pit. He's sold. He's free. He gets, he's sold. He's working in the home of a very important person. But he gets into a scenario that he starts with God, but he's thrown into jail. But the God he sought with saved him. God saved. Why am I stressing on this? I know there are many prescriptions of depression, including medicine. There are many things that are prescribed for people to do. But I want to point you to one, the Almighty God. I hope you'll consider looking up to God, talking to God. He can provide an alternative. He can provide a solution. He can use the gifts you have, turn them around, and make you great again. I wish you well. I wish you God.